Hello there, and welcome to Fallout New Vegas. Hello, Raylene. How you doing? I need to plug my controller in because it likes to forget that it exists. There we go. Let's go. Yeah, how are you? Good to see you. How's my weapon doing, by the way? I'm thinking we could use a repair kit, so let's use that. You're doing good? That's great. Yeah, just those. Look at that, looking a lot better. Alright, so we're here in Old World Blues. And last couple parts of the series, we just kind of went around and did a bunch of side stuff. Like we collected all the parts for... Okay, almost. There's still the audio sample stuff to do, but we can hold off on that. I think I want to do some progress in the actual main plot of this DLC, because I feel like we've got to be getting close. We're obviously not done, because remember, the main kind of thing that we've been trying to get to is my brain. I don't have it, and I kind of need it. I think you can just kind of survive without your brain, but I at the very least, the main plot right now is that we're trying to find it. So, and then after that, it's like something to do with Dr. Morbius. We talk to him, and then he's like, oh, these people were all crazy anyway. But anyway, yeah. I thought we were kind of close, but then I remembered that we still haven't even located our brain yet, so... might not finish up this DLC today, but that's fine. Anyway, Dr. Klein?
Did you retrieve the technologies yet? We need them, as I have indicated.
Hello, Sabrina. I do have all the technologies, however, one of those was a stealth suit. And, that's kind of a low condition right now, so I hope you weren't hoping that I would actually use that. But I do have all the technological information.
What? You did? Your survival, let alone success, barely registered in my projections. Now, all I need to do is check my transmission databank. Morbius is always filling it up with his psychotic calls. Oh yes, there's the schematics, just like you said. How truthful.
Every time I see Mobius, from now on, I just think Morbius. So, yeah. Because I've been rewatching through, Loki, the TV series on Disney Plus, and one of the characters in there is Mobius. Because, like, you know, Mobius strip, yada yada, but this is... yeah, I just think Morbius. Let's see. Do these technologies have the information we need?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes, what?
No. I mean, yes. You just need to analyze these technologies for a moment. They are extremely advanced, you know?
Let's see... even know what these technologies do?
I know how these technologies work. Of course I know. If you remember, we described them in clearly abstract, contradictory statements before. Why would we do that if we weren't certain on how to use them? Yes, so let me... a bit, I'll figure it out.
Look, the antenna focuses brainwave patterns, right?
Yes, that's what I believe I said.
And the suit's a cardiac regulator, and the sonic frequency is a spinal vibrator.
I've got it. The cardiac regulator in the suit, the antenna for brain waves, and the sonic frequency for the vertebral nerves.
Yes.
I'm thinking. This is all very complicated. Let me check something. Of course. I have it. The override sequence to open the Forbidden Zone door is hidden in the schematics. Well, not hidden. It's actually right there, behind the programming equivalent of coffee stains. It's embedded in what seems to be recursive code. It's badly commented there and there. Oh, and null pointers very sloppy, Mobius. You see, using the antenna to boost the emitter's sonic frequency and the stealth suit to bypass the Forbidden Zone lock, yes, that could work. Was that my plan? It must have been. Sometimes I truly surprise myself. The door is open, and now Mobius will get his.
Alright, we've still got these. I wonder if I could read a quick magazine and get those skill checks done. So I go after him then?
The door should be unsealed. Now, instead of being subjected to threats, we can now send an equally threatening message to Mobius. And that message is science. Deliver this message, and Big Mountain shall be freed from Mobius's reign of terror. You can go now. That's your cue.
Okay. Let me just real quick see. If not, I'll just kind of reload. Because this is the point we carry these magazines. So, Programmer's Digest for Science. And the other one was Medicine. Medicine. Have anything for medicine? What's the name of the medicine? Isn't it like something medical journal? Green. Today's physician. Okay, I was completely wrong.
What are you?
I may have to reload.
I'm not certain. Perhaps it only affects machines. If so, you may be immune. If it is chems, then we have nothing to fear. Since we are afraid, it must not be chems, and you need not fear, which means you can test it. Logical.
I have no idea what that was about, but hey, it's speech tech. Yay.
Well,
See. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm feeling we might need to reload if we want to get all those conversation options, so let's do that. Do a quick reload. Remember, science and medicine is what we need. I'll just kind of skim through the dialogue. So, today's position and Programmer's Digest. Alright.
Did you retrieve the tech?
Yes, I've got all the
What?
technologies. Alright, so. What? Repair and sneak? Okay, what about the lockpick one? Maybe the frequency of the sonic emitter is a sonic key of sorts, like in an electronic lockpick.
Its range is limited, and it would need a booster of some sort, a carrier, but let me check something. Of course, I have it. The override sequence to open the Forbidden Zone door is hidden in the schematics. Well, not hidden. It's actually right there, behind the programming equivalent of coffee stains. It's embedded in what seems to be recursive code.
Yeah, we've heard this.
You see, using the antenna to boost the... Was that my plan?
Yep, okay. Hello, Nikki. Thank you for the alert. Alright, so now for those speech checks. Don't these items seem more biologically focused than that, though?
Biological? Ridiculous. I mean, technically, these items could all be used to put you back together once you had your brain. But for now, they can be used in the name of aggression. The door should be unsealed. Now, instead of being subjected to threats, we can now send an equally threatening message to Mobius. And that message is science. Deliver this message, and Big Mountain shall be freed from Mobius's reign of terror. You can go now. That's your cue. What are you...
Do you have one more for me? No? Damn. Okay, I guess I wasted one of those skill magazines. But it's fine. What was the one other skill check I saw, though? Other questions. Let's see. Use Mobius. There we go. Yep, there's that one. I'm not entirely sure what that speed check is about, but it's a speech check and it gave me 50 XP, so hell yeah. Alright, let's drop a save then. We've done all that dialogue. I see that, hear that wonderful jazz that's playing? Why can't it just play like all the time? Also, hello, got a notification. Alright. Alright. Back to the game. I think I want to talk to the other scientists first before.
And you return as curious as a teddy bear. Are you stuck in a looping gesture of greeting?
I'm actually here for a breather.
If you're ready, let me radar scan you. Slowly. Ooh. Ooh. Purple, purple. Ooh. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Purple. Ba-ba, bloop. Ba-ba, bloop. Bloop. Whew. Last little bit there. Thank you, lobotomite. Please, you must come back for further study when I've had a rest. I'm a little sensitive right now.
Oh, Dala. Alright.
Until I...
Let's see, does anyone else have anything interesting?
Predictable. The lobotomite specimen returns. Its purpose? Repetition. Chances of success? High.
Oh, do I have any barter magazines? So, Zero, got any amazing discoveries to share?
Yeah, I discovered more internal parts in the monitors here. If you could, hold on to my discovery, I'd appreciate it.
Nice.
Until our next...
Alright, let's see if I have a barter magazine. What's that one? Salesman Weekly, right? No. See, meeting people's speech. How long have I had guns and bullets? Well, that's nice. Alright, buff out. Which one is... Also 69 mentats. Nice. Guns. Full, explosion. Science. Now, it could be possible that we don't even have one. What? True police stories. Critical chance us up 10. Is that... There's no way that's a permanent bonus, right? That's like a magazine thing. I'm not gonna use it. I might drop a save and try to use it. Let's see, sneak. Okay, yeah, we do not have any magazines that boost barter, unfortunately. Alright. Let us drop a save. Then I'm gonna use that. I think it's a magazine. If it is a magazine, okay, effects. Crit chance up 10. Is that just permanent now? Do I just now have a permanent 10 crit boost? That doesn't sound right. I'm gonna hop over to Google real quick and find out. So, go to Google. Let's see. Fallout, New Vegas, True Police Stories. Yeah, is this permanent or temporary? True Police Stories. Yes. It's 60 seconds. Okay. Thought it'd be too good to be true for that to be a permanent effect. Alright, let's load then. I would like to exhaust your dialogue though, because I do have other things. Let's... Like I have since boosted various skills that I don't think I had before. Okay, can you tell me about the facility? What do you do here? And that's it. What about Dahlia? Or Dala?
And you return.
Let's see. Not exactly. I have questions I need to
How
answer to.
randomized? Ask your questions then.
Alright, so. Who are you? He has lots of titles. Couriers. Alright, so that's the who are you. Why do you remove my brain? Let's see, is there any way to remove the pacification field? Feels strange in here. Can you tell me about Dr. Mobius? I don't understand how Klein how the tech line once were hell. Actually do now. I've had that talk with him. Can you tell me about the big mountain? This used to be a mountain?
Yes, Big Mountain was quite big indeed until the Great Static. Then the top of the mountain was used as part of a detonation experiment. This cleared additional space in the crater, however, allowing us more real estate to build upon. Convenient. Efficient.
Interesting. So this used to be a mountain until they blew it up. That's it. Yep. Carry on. Because that's Klein. We've talked to him. Now we have 8. Right, 8 has this issue. Good to see you too, 8. Any discoveries? Have some questions. Let's see. Projectile is kind of evident. Emitter works better. Yeah, I understood that part already. Alright, looks like there's not much we can do with Dr. 8 for now. I swear there were various speech checks with him. Unless... No, I haven't dealt with Mobius yet. Yeah, okay. Guess I can't do any checks with him. What about Boros?
Automite returns! What insidious plan can it have brewing in its horrid mind? What commie anti-American propaganda will it spew?
Blindly operate on any poor animals recently?
Why, yes, although the term is research. Thank you. Look at these. They seem to be found inside some of the specimens here at Big Mountain. I notice these results more and more now that I know to look for them. Come back anytime, and I'll show you what else I've discovered.
Interesting. Alright, clear your dialogue. Who are you? You're responsible for Cassadors. I've just got other questions. I want to know about Mobius. Tell me about the radar fence.
Trapped? Nonsense! We are secure here from evil philosophies. Ever since my anxiety-filled days of powerlessness and being bullied in American high school, I have dreamed of such security as the fence. That and giant cybernetic dogs that would ruthlessly patrol and kill anyone who wasn't my friend, like Richie Marcus and Betsy Bright. Who's laughing now, Betsy? I hope you and Richie are happy smoking in your radioactive coffins. I'm glad you never came to my birthday party.
Dr. Boros has some very unresolved trauma. See evidence. Yeah, okay. What does Klein need for these technologies? Can you tell me about the mountain? Why did you blow it up? I got other questions. Alright, looks like that's it. Got to go. Did I just quote the courier from Skyrim? Yes, I did. Yeah, Boros needs some therapy. Alright, out into the waste we go. Oh, that's a lot of Robo Scorpions. But I think I actually need to go back into the sink real quick and dump some stuff because we're a little bit way down. Let's see, miscellaneous. Cazador poison glands. Is there a reason I need those, or can I just sell them? I'm gonna hang on to those for now. Duct tape can be stored though. Not sure what I want for the Night Stalker blood, so I'll store those for now as well. Scrap electronics, yes, and the scrap. And there we go. That should really clear up space. 181, nice. Right. Now let's head out and try not to die.
I got a super rare Mojave snow globe here. All you gotta do is reach down into my bread slot.
Ooh, a super rare Mojave snow globe, you say? Yeah, let's head out and try not to die. Let's take a sip before combat. This is one of those moments where it's like, I really wish I had plasma grenades, but at the same time, my explosive skill is not that high. And also, grenades kind of suck in this game because they take up an entire weapon slot instead of it just being a side thing you can do. Alright, let's just get closer. Alright. There we go. Nice and close. We're maybe taking a bit of damage. Oh, right. I need to stay back because things explode now. There we go. There, give me all your stuff. Was it just those three? That's not so bad. Where's the last one? One there. Oh wait. Is it one of these bits? No. There was three, right? I'm not making this up. There were three. Does the other one have bits over here, maybe? I have no idea. It's not worth getting worked up about, though. Okay, so we just need to head to the Forbidden Zone, right? Yep. Yep, all the way up there. In fact, we could fast travel if we wanted. I don't think that's a bad idea. Let's fast travel. No reason for us to spend too much time. But, yeah, there are gonna be multiple Robo Scorpions around here. There we go. Oh, are they just gonna be infinitely spawning? We will see. I'll take scrap metal, sure. Okay, yeah, some of them are like turning into dust clouds, I guess. Okay, I don't need fission batteries. Scrap metal, I can take, but fission batteries are kind of pointless.
I'll just set this on the... No one will know.
Okay, it sounds like they're just gonna be infinitely spawning, so let's head inside. And I need healing. There's some nukes. Okay, this is kind of dark. I can't see shit. Oh dear. So we have a giant Robo Scorpion to fight. I forgot this existed. How are we gonna deal with that? The game's just giving me all the healing items because it knows I'm gonna need them. Yeah, how do we deal with the giant Robo Scorpion boss? I'm gonna just kinda walk around for now, just kinda loot the place, scope it out. That thing can't shoot me here, right? Alright, drone control. X-42 Giant Robo Scorpion test log. The Saturnite armor plating on the giant Robo Scorpion has exceeded expectations, mostly. While it's virtually impervious to small arms fire, the sonic emitter that persons brought in managed to fry several of the prototype systems. We'll have to look into improving EMP shielding for the next prototype. On a more positive note, the prototype's new atomic laser is performing admirably. Some residual radiation is left after the weapon discharges. It may be necessary to requisition more radiation suits and meds as a precaution. Hide and shoot at from behind covers. Yeah. That might be what I need to do. It seems this place gives you lots of cover. Target drone effectiveness log. The constant improvements to the giant Robo Scorpion have rendered the Protectron models we've been using as hostile communist forces largely ineffective. At this rate, they're little more than distractions. I guess we can activate the target drones. So, yeah, can I just kind of throw a few pot shots? We do need to head up into the next area where we can hide. Also, I need more Nuka-Cola.
This is a pre-recorded attack message indicating my desire to commit violence on you.
Oh, sonic emitter. Alright, now... Ooh, Muggy's gonna love the coffee mug. Another coffee. Cementants. Alright. Power regulation terminal. Backup generator log. The new atomic laser is putting an incredible strain on the giant Robo Scorpion's generator. Damn thing shuts down right in the middle of weapons testing last week. I pushed for reducing the laser's output by 25%, instead they slapped a backup generator onto the Scorpion. Dangerous, if you ask me. The systems weren't designed to handle the power from two systems at once, and if some rookie tech fires up the backup generator too early, well... then let's do it. Did that help? That seemed to do a lot of damage. Do I need scrap electronics? I do need wrenches, though. I'm fine. Pull for now. Or money. Coffee mug.
pincers!
Yeah, I love how there's this big fight going on in the background and I'm just looting the place. This is gonna be an anticlimactic boss fight. Serpentine. Something that I'm also not sure if I need.
Wait for it to come to you, my pet.
Alright, this area is completely looted. Let's also drop another save. And I don't know if that nuclear hole is worn off yet, but let's try another one. Yeah, so it said something about the sonic emitter being good. Seems like this Robo Scorpion has already dealt with them. Which means... hot shots at the tail. Those did nothing. And it's regenerating. We need to hurry up and do something. Now that takes me outside. Alright, we need to do something to stop it from regenerating. Or is it regenerating? Maybe I'm wrong. I feel like I'm missing something. Do I just shoot it now? I could probably just shoot it a few times. Can I hit it from here? I can. Alright, let's try with the sonic emitter again, but I don't think that's gonna do much. Yep. Seems to keep missing.
You'll never disable me from the monitors around the room!
Is the issue range?
Looking for...
Well, we did it. That was not a tough boss fight. So... oh, very nice. Got some fission batteries. Has a lair. That's... uh-oh. We had a little blip. What got blipped? Was it VTube Studio? Yep, VTube Studio got blipped. And how is OBS doing? Alright. Let me go ahead and add my reactive then. It also means I'm gonna have to hang out in a voice channel. Go in a voice channel. And grab my reactive. Where's that gonna be? PNGs. That. And new browser source. Hello, there we go, and yes, we are in plushie mode. I switched to plushie mode for Key's birthday stream yesterday, and I just decided, you know what, we're gonna keep plushie mode. At least for now. But anyway, yes, the lair is a nice... that's gonna be something I can use to repair up my current gun. Lots of scrap metal. And another one of these things. Alright. Yeah, we can repair that. Let's do that. Sweet. Alright, now what about the drones? Nope, that's the Scorpion again. The drone. Here they are. I'll just keep taking the scrap metal. I feel like scrap metal is the most plentiful of all the things that I do need. Also, let's not go over 220. 220 carry weight is enough because my carry weight's gonna drop once the sun sets. We do have some buff out to counteract that, but I want to limit how often I do buff out. Looks like there's some security turrets up there. Okay, so I guess I could have like come over here to do some stuff to help me out as well. Let's just go inside, see what's up. Hammer. We don't need hammers, we need wrenches. Some wine. I have to say, it's one of the weirdest things to me that alcohol increases strength in this game. Because I don't know about you, but that's not my experience with alcohol. It might increase my confidence, but it does not increase my strength. Alright, a very hard terminal. Well. Weird, getting a Programmer's Digest. Right, we've got this. Very hard terminal. Now technically, I believe all this is gonna do is be like, hey, you successfully shut down the Robo Scorpion. But whatever. I'll take it. We do want to remove duds, we don't want to do retries. Okay, so conspirators is the password. Awesome. Alright, so login. Emergency shutdown. Procedures log. Per instructions from the higher-ups, after that one time the giant Robo Scorpion's attack routine malfunctioned, we've installed an emergency shutdown procedure. Let's hope we never have to use it. The prototype systems will all be fried and we won't be up and running again for weeks. The military is expecting delivery of a battle-ready model within 6 months, and the project has already had enough delays. So yeah, we could have done that. That is one way we could have resolved this fight, but we're fine. I don't need to grab any more scrap metal, I don't think. Let's take another sip. Sippy sip of hydration juice, aka water. Anything? Scrap electronics. Okay, I'm pretty sure there is something that needs scrap electronics. I don't know what, but something does. Also remember pencils, because pencils we can give to the book chute. And they weigh nothing. Getting some good ammo. Actually, ammo that I kind of have a semi-use for. Wonder glue, and why not? I'll take some wonder glue. Even more ammo. Ooh, there's an audio sample for Mobius's Robo Scorpion. So we can upgrade the sonic emitter if we want to. I think we will. Take some more bullets. Coffee mug. Wonder glue. I think we can leave the wonder glue now, as we are starting to get towards the top of our carry limit. And there's one place to go. The game wants us to go here. But for now... Oh wait, no. Equip. There you go. Here's another lair. I will not say no. Lair is very good. It's probably my best weapon. Is there anything else? Doesn't look like it. I guess we can repair up our lair if we wanted to. I'll hold off for now. I want to get as much out of it as I can. Into the Forbidden Zone. Or I guess we've been in the Forbidden Zone. This is the dome to the Forbidden Zone. Let's... Well, I guess there was an autosave. Alright, Mobius. What do you have to say for yourself?
Running out of floor space for my calculations. Hmm? Yo, hello there. You are there, aren't you? Forgive my confusion. So hard to tell these days. You seem familiar somehow. I'm guessing you're here for your brain, perhaps? It's just up there. Such a nice brain, young, very bright. Little hard to see you. Can you walk into my left, right FOV cone? Ah, that's it. You're coming into focus nicely.
Let's see. Is that better?
Depth perception is a problem with this old monitor of mine. Went black a while ago. That's old age for you. Should look at getting the visual nerves reattached. It's just that the right eye would see the wrong things. The flying tortoises were the worst. Would you care for a mentat?
Thanks.
I love mentats. Delicious and smarty. I have all sorts of amazingly science-erific thoughts and ideas when those chalky talents are zipping through my biogel. I forget them all not long after, though, especially with the data constipating my memory core. Afraid binary streams might shoot out my chassis. Had to start using the dome floor and walls here to inscribe equations, although I've somewhat lost track of where they start and end.
You aren't exactly what I was expecting.
Really? That implies preconceived notions, theories, and a hypothesis about this meeting? Please extrapolate. What was I supposed to be like? After all, it might be worth a cognitive realignment if your theoretical Mobius is better than I.
I need my brain back.
Do you? You seem fine without it. And does it even want to go back with you? Maybe you should ask it. It's quite independent, has all manner of opinions. Tell you what, I'll leave it up to your brain. If it wants to go, then fine. If not, well, you should respect its wishes.
I was curious about some things.
Oh, curiosity. I experience that less now that I know everything. Or maybe it was when I found out some unpleasant answers.
Ooh, I can boost repair. Alright, so let's see. Why did he steal my brain? Oh, come on. Alright, OBS got blorped. Chat should still be updating though, so I guess that's fine for now. Don't want to have to reset the stream. Alright, why did you steal my brain?
Oh, a variety of reasons. You're something of a homily. Anomaly? You're really quite special, and not in the cranially challenged way. You see, you are the most successful brain extraction experiment ever performed here at Big Mountain. A victim of your own success, as it were. If you were to go back with what your brain knows about the procedure, well, your brain could be popped back in and you could walk right out of here. Can't have brains moving around of their own volition.
Why is that a problem? Come on. Controller. Why is that a problem?
I'm not sure, except that I'm sure there's a very good reason for it. I have very good reasons for almost everything I do. Even if I forget them occasionally. Although I feel this one is especially important. Oh well.
I was curious about something.
I find things curious as well. Go on.
Can you tell me about your Robo Scorpions?
Well, every scientist needs an army. Mine came to me after these rather large scorpions kept coming in from the desert, like poisonous frosting. How scary, I thought. But they had survived when nothing else had. Perfect candidates for improvement as a reward for their tenacity. Then I thought, what if they shot energy bolts and acted as walking eyes and data-drained computers and acted as bullhorns? Then I made them bigger. Then I thought about custard. I do so love custard. Or was it mustard? Mustard custard. I miss sugars and salts.
Okay.
Yes, this is getting interesting. You are just filled with these little slices of curiosity, aren't you?
You don't seem aggressive. Why broadcast threats to the think tank?
Oh, I was probably tripping hard on Psycho when I sent that. Had to work myself up to it. Not usually violent, except when I am. Then, watch out! So many chems, such varieties. Whenever I take Mentats, I can feel my entire chassis breathe like a big spherical lung. As for the Psycho, sometimes get the chem dispositories in my tank all switched up. Go in the wrong tube. Still, served its purpose.
Wait, sounds like you built the Robo Scorpions, issued threats to keep the think tank occupied.
Did I? Maybe I did. Can't have them leaving. Some reason for it. Ethics or, conscience? You and your brain are quite alike. I'm sure it knows the reasons better than I do.
Everything told me doesn't add up. Your plan, even your name, Mobius.
Dr. Mobius. Rather catchy, isn't it? It's my name, and my new name overwrote the old one. This name's as real as you or I, although I believe your brain expressed similar incredulity at the nature of such an appellation. Someone's been watching too many old-world science fiction movies, it said. I believe it meant me. I must admit I have a vulnerability for holotape fantasies of planets and robots and all that is forbidden. As for the name I was born with, like the think tank, we were all reprogrammed to forget them, take on new names. It enforces the recursion loop in our perception programming.
Trans allegory. We got Mobius here with a new name that he picked out for himself, forgets his old, or aka dead name. And yeah, and also the new name is inspired by a piece of media that he enjoys, which is admittedly something that you know, a lot of trans people go through, but not always. But yeah, I think that's a cool little parallel. Maybe not intentional either, but it is a parallel. Let's see. You reprogram their names as part of recursion. What, to trap their processors?
Now, trap is a rather harsh word, like excrement. Not an inappropriate word, but still rather harsh. But, yes, I did take some liberties with their programming. It's all right, they don't remember. I certainly didn't until you said trap, and then I said excrement, and then...
Why did you trap them?
The radar fence to keep the think tank hemmed in wasn't really enough. They keep testing things. They would have found a way to disarm it. I suspect I have Plan C's in place, but I may have coded myself to forget them, just in case. Probably very dangerous, lethal, or worse. So I had to do something else to keep them occupied here. Or as you like to say, trapped. I prefer to have several Plan Bs in case the A's fail.
Line, Mobius, O's the circle, 8's an infinity symbol. They're all loops, I get it. Wait, what's a Klein? No idea.
Oh, you figured it out. No pun intended. Dr. O, which is actually not his real name multiplied, since you can't multiply his real name in the first place. Ouroboros, Klein, they have all forgotten themselves. And not only themselves, but the world, sense of time, and history. All that is left is what's here. I reprogrammed their chronometers, geometers, and cartography programs. This is now their world, here, Big Mountain. It was a merciful lobotomy, really, thinking back. They were my friends, but sometimes they would take things too far. And the world isn't ready for that kind of too-far thing-taking. That's my professional opinion, anyway. And I am told I was once quiet professional.
A minor detail, but a snake devouring its own tail is Ouroboros, not Ouroboros. Ouroboros, not... Yeah, whatever. It's pronounced away, and also, if this were me IRL, I would not know. You can say it however you want, it's fine, we get the point, and that's the point of language, is to convey meaning, not to adhere to specific rules. But yes.
Really? It is so unlike me to make an error in anything I do.
If you lobotomize the think tank, why terrorize them?
Well, it's simple. Despite their many failings, they are rather bright. They are the think tank for a reason. That I didn't change. Without something to distract them, make them afraid, they would simply deduce what had happened. And when they start deucing it up, then you came along, the final variable solved. They saw that their world was larger than they perceived. Bacteria, finally able to see its host.
Right. There must have been other signs of a larger world. Yeah, no, there were other visitors too. Why am I different?
There have have been other visitors to make them doubt their perceptions, but you are the one who dialed back their monitor micro-magnifiers. You were irrefutable proof that there was a world outside. And then there was the whole brain fiasco, which forced me to take steps. See, your brain had a special kind of wrinkle, a uniquity that they had never thought to try in all their countless escape attempts.
Cranial injury from the attack outside Goodsprings.
Yes, very good. I should have mentats ingest you instead of the other way around. Mentats. In any event, you showed up at the think tank, and because you had suffered a cranial injury in just the right place, bullets in the head are usually much more fatal, and yours was a light case of bullet headitis. But it was enough for the auto dock in the sink to change its programming to fix the problem, and the brain extraction technology for once worked. That gave the think tank the knowledge its brains couldn't possess. With that knowledge, the procedure can be reversed. If they obtain that procedural data, they can use it to mush and modify their cranial cells into hosts to slip past the radar fence. I'm sure of it. And once they're off the reservation...
Interesting. So Mobius is doing all this to keep the think tank occupied, to make them, think that there's some big thing that's trying to fight against them. And the reason he's doing that is because he thinks that with evidence that, there is an outside world beyond just Big Mountain, the other scientists are going to eventually try and escape to get out there, and that would be dangerous for the rest of the world. So he's trying to keep them safe and sound inside Big Mountain, despite their idea, despite what they want. And yeah, so he's kind of created this whole thing to do that, and me showing up with my brain having been shot in the head, is like, it apparently had just the right alteration that would have given them the spark that they needed to figure out the technology for them to escape as well. So that's why Mobius is having to do all this. Let's see. Client said they had the idea to get the free technologies after you broadcast. Coincidence?
I consider coincidence to be profanity, along with the words astrology, herbal tea, and luck. So watch it, potty mouth. My threat broadcast is designed to instill and install fear, and along with the emotional download, other data rides the fear carrier wave. It prompted them to focus on retrieving those technologies and bring them to attack me. And coincidentally, pardon my language, all those technologies are needed to put your brain, back into its skull properly.
Interesting. Yeah. Mobius hates astrologists. Let's see. What's the purpose? Technologies. Is there any other data transmitted in your threat broadcast? Yeah, what's the purpose of the technologies?
The X2 antenna can be used to focus your alpha wave frequency thought patterns. The sneaky suit? Why, it houses a cardiac regulator. And the sonic sound wave projecto emitter was never intended as a weapon. It was a medicinal vertebrae pulse desensitizer. In short, brains, a heart, and courage. Spine. I think there was a story once where a band of murderous thugs sought these things. They had them all the time in the story. Didn't stop them from murdering to get them. And it won't stop the think tank either.
Bit of a Wizard of Oz reference there. We've got the Cowardly Lion who wants a spine. We've got the brainless Scarecrow who wants a brain, and the Heartless Tin Man who would like a heart. So, yeah, fun little reference there. Let's see, was there any other data transmitted in your threat broadcast?
Yes, my overly aggressive cammed-up broadcast was designed to keep reinforcing the forget, fear, rinse, and repeat program. Oh, and the get me the things to castrate your only possible escape attempt. But I couldn't delete you or your arrival any more than I could the other visitors. Only so much science can do when you started talking to them. You're really quite difficult to ignore, you know. It's because you're, well, rather intriguing, if you'll forgive an old brain for saying so.
But the think tank downloaded the schematics, not the items. They can rebuild them.
Oh, that means my plan is a total failure. That is unfortunate. Oh well, at least I tried.
That's it? He's just like, yeah, by the way, this whole plan has a loophole. And he's like, really? Huh. Oh well. But, by the way, since this is bothering me and I want to check before I forget, I'm gonna pop over to Google real quick and see... Let's Klein loop. What's a Klein? Klein bottle? This is a bit difficult because this is all technically in Japanese because it's region based and I'm in Japan. But hang on. Hello? I think I might have accidentally unplugged some stuff. Yeah, the results are all in Japanese. I'll try and remember to look that up later, I guess. Unless anyone in chat knows, what does the word Klein have to do with loops? Because he mentioned, or I mentioned really, that, you know, we got Mobius, who's, you know, Mobius strip. We've got 8, which is, you know, an infinity symbol. We've got O or 0, which is a circle, and we've got Boros, who's, you know, like from Ouroboros, and then we've got Klein, and what was her name? It's not Dahlia. Dala. Yeah, what's Dala? Mandala, right? Like mandala effect? Something like that? That I at least vaguely am a little bit more familiar than I am with Klein. Klein, however, I have no fucking clue what it has to do with circles, so please enlighten me, chat, if you know. Let's continue.
Yes.
Okay, so... Klein bottles. Found that too, but is that really it? I guess I can't interact with... Oh, there we go. Okay, Klein bottle. Ah! Oh, I see. Okay. That actually makes sense. Yeah, I saw the thing and I was like, well, that's just a brand of water bottle. but no, it's something different. Okay. Looks like we've exhausted the dialogue except for a repair check.
Indeed. The goodbye part of our little chat then. Goodbye. Please mind the equations on the floor.
Alright, and we did get a level up. Okay. Funny thing, we could actually boost our repair right now. I think that was the only one I needed. I guess Dala? I'd still like a little bit more information on what Dala's name has to do with loops. But only if you want to, Sabrina. Yeah, so what should we boost now? Energy weapons is at 100. We could boost medicine a little bit. I want to get repair nice and high. I think we're kind of as high as we need to be with repair. Don't need to be any higher than 80. And then I guess the rest can go into medicine? No. We're gonna put the rest in survival, I think. Just to give us a little bit of a boost.
I'm imagining
Okay, that makes
imaginary
sense.
numbers right now.
Interesting. Thank you for the trivia, Sabrina. Alright, now, I've actually boosted my... No. I've actually boosted my repair skill just with that level up, so we're gonna talk to you right away again, Mobius. After I pick this lock. Alright, Mobius? Where the hell do you come back here?
I'm having the most peculiar feeling of deja vu right now. That's French for, deja vu, I believe. Have we met before?
Hello, Ian. Alright, now repair skill. I can't fix your monitor, but if you're getting ghost reception, I can fix that.
The ghosts aren't real? That changes everything. Why, I can save my computing power for other perceptual impossibilities. Please be my guest. The receptor is there, and the side-switching wobbly bob, just turn that. Good, good, better. Oh, yes, that feels wonderful. This is even better than my afternoon Mentats break.
Nice.
Indeed.
We just fixed his thingy. Alright, let's see. I'll just kind of loot the place before I talk to my brain. Unfortunately, this place is quite dark, so it's hard to see. But we found a bunch of ammo, so there's probably a lot more stuff. Dr. Mobius's scrubs. Is that my brain sleeping? Okay, so... It does break my rule of pushing over that carry weight. However... It's unique and incredibly valuable. What the hell? Jesus, that sound scared me. Hang on, you can go back to sleep, brain. I'll be there in a sec. Pre-war books. Oh, I've been missing pre-war books. And Dr. Mobius' glove. It's gonna be a weapon, right? Yeah. Interesting. Good for selling and nothing else. Yeah, I probably should sell the valuable stuff. even if it's unique, because I just need them. Okay, wrench. Are we over encumbered now? Looks like it. Take a sip from our canteen. Ah, it's because time changed. Alright, we're going to do some buff out to counteract that. And hopefully the buff out lasts me long enough to fast travel back to the think tank. Alright, so that's all that done. Let's check these up. We can put our weapon away, I suppose. We don't need that out. Let's see what a few other things we have are sitting around here. Alright, so we've got another toaster. More buff out. Good. Just kind of bought back the... Oh, come on. Okay, another toaster. But yeah, we are kind of at that point where we're over encumbered. There's not much we can do about it. Okay, the duct tape I will take. Wonder glue we don't really need. I think we need to drop something. How's this looking? Let's fix this up a little bit. Okay, that saved me a couple pounds. Let's see, miscellaneous. Acid or poison glands. I should have stored those. I forgot. Duct tape, syringes. Okay. Don't know if I need fission batteries for anything, so I'll drop one of those. They're kind of plentiful, so if I do need them, they won't be hard to find. Ooh, more buff out. Hello. One of those.
Electrons attached to the neutron. The neutron's attached to the meson. Meson's connected to the proton.
Mobius is a funny little guy. Alright, now what do we have in here? Mentats. Wonder glue. Any good stuff? We found just all the mentats in the world. That's like his entire mentat stash right there. Stand up. I don't want you to sit down. Might as well help myself to all the mentats in the world. Take another toaster. They do weigh me down. These toasters are 3 apiece. There's some Psycho. Didn't mean to pick those up. I'll be fine, I'm sure. Coffee mug. Alright, I'm now at max capacity. If I pick up so much as a feather that weighs anything, I will be over encumbered. Time to drop something else. Another fission battery? Yes. Pins? Yeah, it's fun to get good loot. More Psycho. We're getting lots of drugs from him. This place has lots of nice drugs. Science scrubs. Don't really care for those because I know I'm not going to wear them. Alright, before I talk to my brain, let's go to the other side. Let's see if there's any cool stuff over here. I feel like my buff out's gonna wear out at any second. Lots of filing cabinets. Coffee mug. Muggy's gonna be so happy. So is the toaster. Don't need the Nuka-Cola. Take that though. More Psycho. Alright. I think there's one more. Two more doors. Two more doors, and then we'll talk to our brain.
Electrons attached to the neutron.
It's so valuable, but I don't have the carry weight for it. I think I just live with that.
Neutrons attached to the
I guess I don't need it.
Mesons connected to the proton.
Here. Some brain cells.
Mad. Preposterous. Not an hour. Born in my mind.
Not really much there. There's the buff out wearing off. Don't want to go overboard on using the buff out just to counteract the fact that I'm over encumbered, so we'll live with being slow for now. We don't have very far to go. Nothing wrong with taking a leisurely walk. Pick up some microfusion cells. Is that another layer? Okay. This one, regardless of how... Yeah, just patch it up as best as possible. Bottle caps. All the caps. We're gonna be rich. Got some flour. Alright, I think that's all the looting done. We've done all the looting. We can now go and talk to our brain. And see... I will drop a save just in case there's like a skill check that I needed read a magazine for. Or I miss up a dialogue option or something. Alright, brain.
Well, well, look who finally dragged themselves in out of the wasteland. And where have we been, Crawling through bits of radioactive muck again?
Why does my brain sound so masculine?
Ah, well, as to that, you'd be surprised how hard a feminine-sounding voice modulator is to find in the Forbidden Zone. It's not as though brain-sustaining life support tanks grow on trees. I had to take what I could get.
Interesting. Yeah, it does sound like Stewie Griffin. But yeah, this is... Hello, Alpha. Yeah, so like, that's the second time, I think, that this DLC has, like, mention the fact that something relates to something that is not your character's gender. So, like, for instance, the Sync Central Intelligence Unit, that one refers to you as Sir, regardless of your gender, and you are allowed to bring that up. And as for the brain, well, the voice they use for your brain is male regardless of which gender you choose your character to be, and so if you are female and talk to the brain, you can ask it, why do you sound so masculine? And this is the reason. But anyway, are you my brain?
Ah, lovely. Figured that out, have we? Would you like a cookie?
Mm-hmm. There's no need to be sarcastic. Meeting your own brain is a slightly odd event.
Yes, well, believe me, the opposite is equally true. Good lord, have you bathed at all since they pulled me out of you?
Let's see. Yes, because running around a crater full of bizarre science experiments, hygiene is a top priority.
Well, I see sarcasm hasn't eluded you. Fine, perhaps now isn't the best time, but it's the principle of the thing.
Why are you such a dick?
Well, that's a fine how do you do. Me, quote, dick, unquote. As if I'm the one responsible for the way you carry on gadding about the wastes. I'm not the one that makes us clamber around Technus-infested ancient vaults or go charging off to New Vegas on missions of ill-conceived revenge. And have we forgotten who got us shot in the head and buried in a shallow grave? Do you think I enjoyed that little moment?
I love you too, Alpha. Yeah, Brain is such an asshole. Of course you're responsible. You're my brain.
I most certainly am not. I'm the seat of all reason and logic in our little partnership. All those feelings that motivate you, that sense of righteousness and that rush you get when you help someone, do you know where those come from? Glands. They come from glands. Free of the tyranny of your ape-like and primitive endocrine system, I can see how foolish your motives are.
But you're the source of most of those glands, unless you're arguing that my thyroid is to blame.
Well, look, it's all a very complex system of biofeedback and other things I wouldn't expect you to understand.
Admit it, you're just as glandular as I am.
Oh, all right. Perhaps I am, but at least I'm logical about it.
Don't you want to be reunited? I thought you'd be happy to get back in my head.
I'm not going to lie to you. The prospect is definitely not that appealing. Look at it from my perspective. Here I have peace, quiet, and safety. Well, barring the odd rogue scorpion. In your head, I've got poison, radiation, grisly injuries, and biological functions. Do you know how much more you can get done when you're not constantly looking for places to urinate? It's quite a lot, I can tell you.
But what about the good things? What about a cool breeze on your cheek? The smell of food? Love?
Overrated biological feedback. Believe me, you only feel that way because you've got all that meat. Oozing hormones.
Isn't that just as true that you only feel this way because you're lacking those hormones?
I suppose you're right. That does call certain assumptions into question, doesn't it?
So we're at an impasse. You can't feel what I feel, and I can't think the way you think.
Indeed, quite the conundrum. How do you suppose we resolve it?
I think we have to trust each other and acknowledge that we aren't complete if we're separated.
I suppose there might be some advantage to that, yes. There's a chance that the reintegration would create some improved synergy between us.
So, what do you say, Brain? Join me for some more wild adventures?
Well, I suppose you've convinced me well enough. I'll rejoin your body if that's your final decision. Unfortunately, before we get to that stage of the proceedings, we have a problem. Even if I could settle myself back in your skull and reconnect all those pesky nerve endings, Dr. Mobius doesn't have the tools here. We would have to make use of Dr. Klein's lab, and I rather doubt the brains are inclined to share.
What? They promised to put us back together once I did what they wanted.
And you believe them? Really? I know you were recently deprived of my fabulous advice, but... Really? Once I'm delivered into their clutches, they'll find a way past the radar fence and the whole Mojave will be their playground. And that is assuming, of course, that one of them doesn't take a fancy to our body and decide to slip his own brain into it instead.
You're part of me. I know you don't want to let that happen any more than I do.
Well, I suppose I do miss those endorphin rushes when we save the day. All right, what's the plan?
If the think tank won't hold up their bargain, we'll make them. Let's go.
Right. Look out, think tank. This brain is coming out of its jar. I suppose now that we're reunited, you'll want to fill your torso up with those other meaty parts the think tank took from us. Personally, I think your upgrades are quite a bit better. But now that I'm with you, the Sync's autodock can plug them back in no problem. Right then, off we go. Klein will be in for a nasty shock when he realizes the pacification field won't work on a mind and body reunited.
That is a good question, Sabrina. Also, yeah, I forgot we're over encumbered. Alright, so...
Electrons attached to the neutron.
let's see if Mobius has anything to say before we leave. And we're gonna do some more about that. Oh, I'm addicted now.
Oh, I see you and your brain reached a compromise. How pleasant. I hypothesize after the indignant frequencies my receptors had recepted, such a partnership-based conclusion would be low on the likely scale.
My brain told me the think tank needs to be stopped. Can you help?
If I recall, I had a plan that was working, whatever it was. I don't think it reached fruition. I would recall fruit if it had happened. I wasn't trying to kill them, just keep them out of trouble. What was that plan? Blast. I probably wrote it down on the floor somewhere.
Any tactics I could use to attack the think tank?
That will be difficult. It would be like fighting 5 scaled-down versions of me that have better depth perception. And they have an arsenal of vivisectors, brainial beams, and a rather nasty ray that can make your atoms do a happy dance. If you could survive those highly improbable odds and ends, then deceasing them is definitely an option. Although, I doubt killing them would do anything except make you feel better. Or let you brag to other humans about your primal violentness.
What was the plan you had?
Something ingenious and needlessly complicated, I expect. I may have already told you and forgotten it. I forgot I had forgotten pencils until one day I found one. Spent days studying its purpose before my memory circuit kicked in. Felt quite silly.
Anything I could do to stop them that doesn't require violence?
Well, you could try and appeal to their humanity. That's a tired cliche. And really, when they were humans, they weren't very good humans.
True. Any suggestions for how to make them change their minds?
Well, there's many things they have forgotten, sitting in their bowls. Friendship, the thrill of discovery. Love, masturbation, the usual. Much like your brain, I am certain there is something you can spark within each of them. Memories, hormones. A wise man once said, "The eyes do more than see. Make them see, if you can. Or, if not, you can always make them succumb to fear." It certainly worked for me, for a time. Then you came along, and bravery and/or desperation trumped that little idea. Back to the drawing board, I suppose. Or is this the end? Hard to tell.
Scare them? How?
No, tell them I'm still alive. We had a nice chat, and we agree on a few things. That's true, isn't it? Or you could kill me and lie about it. Either way, it would be interesting. And if you are partial to lying and deception, well, you could tell them a ludicrous lie. The more over the top, the better. That's my experience. They're more than a little gullible. Better make it convincing, though, or it'll be the dissection table and vivisectors for you. And if you speak of me, please try and make me look good. I am Dr. Mobius, after all, not some lab assistant teacher's aide.
Can I have a mentat?
Why, of course you can. I am well versed in the science of sharing. Well, when not chemmed out of my sphere.
Yay! Time for me to go. Goodbye.
Indeed.
Alright, now... I think, yeah, this is very close to the end, so let's drop a save. Now I will take a quick little break to the bathroom and be right back. So, 1 second. Also, alright. That is must have over here. There we go. Alright, be right back. I am back and very sore. My legs do not enjoy me doing anything today. Even that little trip to the bathroom was too much. Okay, so I guess we have to walk through here too. Yeah, so I did a leg workout yesterday, because that's apparently what I was due for, and... pain. Oh, come on, how do I get up here? Over here, I think. There it is. Alright, so we're gonna head back to the think tank. Are we safe to fast travel now? Like, are we now at the point where things don't care anymore about, like, stuff? I don't know if that statement makes any sense. Are we at the point where just, like, we're completely cool with Mobius's
Greetings, citizen.
things? I've got some seditious materials.
Greetings,
Some
citizen.
books and
What?
pencils.
This man's got a severe case of shoe lung.
Right? Now what about... let's talk to Toaster first. Toaster.
Got any more sweet, innocent little kitchen appliances for me?
I've got some toasters for you.
Well, well. What have we got here? Another innocent little toaster. Come here. I won't hurt you. Ha! Gotcha! Oh, yes. The sweet smell of spilled electric guts. The sparking diodes. I fucking live for this!
Toaster. He's interesting. Alright, Muggy, I've got some things for you.
Please tell me you brought me some coffee cups.
After you give me electronic components.
Oh, sweet, sweet fulfillment! I'll break these down for you just as fast as I can.
And we get some stuff. Nice. Alright. We're gonna do some crafting. Let's see. Blank books. This puts us at 24. We need 25 to be able to craft one of those. Okay, I'm gonna store the poison glands because I'm not sure if they'll be useful for anything. Duct tape I can store. Fission battery don't need. Don't need all this lead. Scrap electronics, scrap metal, wonder glue, and wrenches. Awesome. Also, as for weapons, I don't need the glove. I'm gonna sell those. As for apparel, okay, Benny suit, don't really need. Don't need the glasses stuff either, or the scrubs. Frankly, don't need the sexy sleepwear. Awesome. As for stealth suit, not sure. Yeah, I'm in plushie mode. Hello, Felly. Yeah, it said that you can't fix, said that you can't fix Muggy's problems. But yeah, I'm in plushie mode. I am actually still in plushie mode from yesterday when I was on, when we were on, Keys stream. Glad your back is doing better. I hope it continues to do so. So yeah, we've got spine, And the heart. Now, let's go about... Okay, first thing I want to do. Alright, remind me. Let's see. Actually, I kind of want to go around to do everything here real quick. So first, do I have anything for you? No, I don't. These haven't regenerated. Are they supposed to? I feel like they're supposed to. Alright, well that's fine, I guess. As for...
And that means they're not just commies.
You... let's do some selling. So, sell the pulse grenades. Pretty sure that's all I really need to sell. I guess I could also sell... Pre-war money has no use, right? I know pre-war books do. But I think pre-war money is maybe... all it's really good for is just exchanging for caps, right? I'm fairly certain that's the case. Ooh, hang on. Real quick, look at my number of caps. I've got exactly 12121. Nice. Well, not really nice, but you know what I mean.
They're peeping toms.
Now, let's see. As for workbench, you know what? We're gonna grab our stuff real quick from here. No, go back to, yeah, the safe in its entirety. I want... Okay, I'll take the poison glands. I'll take duct tape, and sure, I'll take the lead too. This is probably gonna weigh me down. Yeah, okay. So let's get way over here. Slowly lug everything. Yep, I'm suffering from buff out withdrawal. What is that? Does that lower my strength? Yeah, strength and endurance -1. Damn. Oh well, I think the auto dock can fix our addiction though. Okay. Let's see. So we could get an auto inject stim pack, but I don't want those. Various energy cells. Okay, we can do the recycling. Recycle these. Alright, weapon repair kits are the ones I care for. Make 3 of them. More recycling. Alright, now we could craft some, like, overcharge, max charge, stuff like that, but we don't really need those. Is there anything else? No, so we can store the... Oh wait, I do have lead. Okay, so this is what the lead is for. Gotcha. So if I ever need to do ammo crafting, it's there, but for now, we'll just store our stuff back in the safe. So don't really need the poison glands. Don't need the lead. Or any of these, or any of you. I think we're fine. What's our carry weight? 177. Oh, that's nice.
You require some additional services?
Auto dock, fix me up.
And rightly so, I should think.
Okay, first thing, we'll just do the basic physical. His snoring always scares me. Alright. Oh, hang on. I'm going to forget. Jukebox.
What's the haps? Right on, baby. Just plug it in and I'll mix you up a sweet, sweet sound.
Alright, so we got the Robo Scorpion.
Right.
Let's give the Robo Scorpion a go. Alright, so what is this? Critical Strike Explosion. That sounds really good, but incredibly dangerous. I'm gonna blow myself up with that one of these days. But yeah. Alright, now. The real thing. Let's drop a save. We're gonna try and reinstall our body parts. Now, keep in mind, our current perks, right? Okay, so the brainless perk. Your head can no longer be crippled and is resistant to chem addictions. And shock from bodily damage. So, plus 5% damage threshold. The damage threshold and not being able to get crippled thing are both very good. As for everything else, let's see, spineless and heartless. So heartless, we can't be poisoned. And filters in your heart will also regulate bleeding and healing, allowing all healing items to function at a higher level. And robots are confused by me and 50% less likely to score crit. That's also very good. As for the last one, spineless. Your spine has been replaced with advanced technologies. Your torso can no longer be crippled. And your strength and damage threshold are both +1. Okay, so what
You
about
require some additional
reinstalling
services?
these?
Right.
Can we not put our brain back? Me too, Felly, me too. I wish your torso could not be crippled. Let's put our heart back in, I guess. Now that we have the heart, what does that do? Your heart is back in your body, but some advanced technologies remain. You're less resistant to poison, so we're no longer immune to poison, but we do have resistance to it, and robots are somewhat confused by you, so only 25% lower hit chance. But on the bright side, healing items are now twice as effective. That's good. Alright, so get our heart back. And yeah, I'll take that, I
You
think.
require some additional services?
As for the spine... And yeah, if we wanted to, we could take our heart out again. Let's put our spine back in. Now we have the reinforced spine. Your spine is back in your body, but some advanced technologies remain. Your torso can now be crippled again, but your strength and damage threshold have both been doubled. I'll take that. I will take that very much. Alright. But why can't we get our brain installed? Oh, because that's the entire point that we're doing this. We have to talk to the people in Think Tank to convince them to install our brain and make sure they do so in a way that is fine with me. Alright, are we good? Is that everything we needed to do here? There's a reinforced spine. Where are special stats at right now? Strength is currently 8. Endurance and intelligence are both 10. Everything else is 6 or 1. Right. Okay, so now our carry weight is 230, and that's before the sun is even up. So I believe when the sun is up, we might be at 250 now. Alright, into the think tank. Make sure we're prepared to finish this once and for all. Hello, Dr.
The
Kane.
lobotomite returns. Our lobotomite. Has Dr. Mobius been denominated into scrap metal and voice module parts, as we hoped?
Oh, well. I found my brain. Now you and I are going to settle things.
I recommend watching your tone with me, lobotomite. Now, your brain. Hand it over, or we'll extract it again.
I'm not handing my brain over. There are some things we need to discuss.
And what could we possibly have to speak about? You have the brain, we have the technology. All you must do is surrender. With it, we can finally leave this place. I cannot tell you how boring this place gets, chopping up the landscape and everything in it. And we have so many questions to ask your brain first. About this Mojave place. A fertile testing ground for our experiments.
You think I'm the lobotomite? No, for my skull houses the brain of Mobius.
That is the most insane thing I've ever heard. There's no way Mobius would condescend to step inside you. Besides, there's no way such a thing could be accomplished. It's impossible.
Damn, we could skill check our way if we had slightly higher skills. You may notice the pacification field is down. Guess what happens now?
Fight? I've never been in a fight. What do I... Colleagues! Think tank! Alert! Alert! We are under attack!
Okay, I'm gonna reload that. And do a skill magazine. Science, right? Science and or medicine. So, let's see, science. Programmer's Digest. Should I do medicine as well? We only have today's positions. I'm just gonna do the one. You know what? We've also got all these mentats. Let's do a mentat as well. Mentats. 121 mentats. Yeah, I think we can spare one.
The lobotomite returns.
Let's see. Do these again. Alright, now, nothing is impossible for science. Mesons, lasers, atoms, brainwaves, all are at my command.
You speak the truth. And the decibel variation in your voice, it is Mobius. How dare you breach the think tank? And what do you want here?
I offer a deal. Stay here, stay put, and I'll let you live. Yeah, I'm feeling the same thing, Felly. I mentioned earlier at the start of the stream. Like, anytime I see Mobius, I just think, Morbius? It's Morbin time. We're about to morb these think tank scientists.
That's no deal at all. There's a whole world beyond the crater, filled with ideas and possibilities. We could have escaped, seen it all for ourselves, tested it, prodded at it, made it squirm.
I will permit you to do this for me.
Partner with you, my foe, my rival, my foremost critic? I have a strange sensation that I would like that. How odd. Very well, partner. The think tank is at your service as long as you do not destroy us.
Well, that went down quite well. Interesting. Can we talk to them? Let's drop the save. Morbius sweep.
The lobotomite who saved us. Hello.
Okay, looks like they don't have any extra dialogue. Okay, yeah, I guess we leave now? What's our objective telling us? Just leave the think tank.
As it had been in the years before the Great War, Big Mountain, the Big Empty, became home to one of the brightest minds of the 23rd century. The courier watched over the Big Empty for years to come, caring for it and keeping its discoveries safe until they were needed to help others. Which had always been Big Mountain's purpose. Past the laboratories and science, it had always been intended as a place to build the future of all mankind.
The courier had scoured much of the Big Empty, although secrets still remained in the crater's depths. Perhaps that was for the best, however. Curiosity, while sometimes rewarded for its efforts, often proves to be equally dangerous.
Dr. Mobius continued his research undisturbed in the Forbidden Zone. As much as he had attempted to create better scorpions, he tried the same with humanity, with considerably less success. These failures didn't bother him overmuch. Once the rush of mentats wore off, he forgot he had failed in any event. After all, the bright young mind who had come to visit him in the Forbidden Zone had already exceeded his expectations.
The sink atop the dome bustled with the voices of a small town, constantly chirping, arguing, and snarling at each other. Still, this all happened productively in the interests of its new owner. The Sync Central Intelligence Unit discovered, despite its inversion code, it was comforted by the sense of community the other personalities gave it.
The biological research station, obsessed with seeding everything in sight, requested a transfer to the X-22 Botanical Garden, so that it might, in its own words, sensually fertilize the garden's smooth contours. The garden sent back a polite refusal, saying it had prior commitments with a vault it had helped infect before the war.
The book chute continued to devour all seditious materials until it nearly choked on a paperclip. It adamantly maintained it was a Chinese paperclip, and the whole thing had been an elaborately orchestrated assassination attempt. Whatever the reason, it slowed down for a while, carefully appraising each document and clipboard that came to it.
The light switches continued to bicker and flicker.
This persisted until the day someone dropped a flashlight in the sink, and the two of them united in their hatred of the showboat.
The sink continued to ruthlessly scrub any particulate matter that came near it. Eventually, it gained access to the magneto-hydraulics plant and nearly flooded all the Big Empty in an attempt to scrub the crater clean.
The toaster continued its psychotic spree, reducing all appliances in range to scrap electronics and spare parts. After one of its more psychotic episodes, however, the other Sync personalities decided enough was enough and dumped the toaster in a bathtub. Sparking and hissing, the toaster swore its enemies would rue the day when they had bread and no way to toast it.
Muggy did his best to collect coffee cups, although in his quest, he accidentally trapped himself in Higgs Village. It might have been the end for poor Muggy. Except, he found it peaceful there, tidying up the kitchens of the think tank professors back when they had been flesh and bone. Well, except for Dr. O, who was an asshole for having created Muggy in the first place. Muggy
Poor
left
Muggy.
O's house deliberately dirty, punishing the dishes and cups that lived there in blind revenge for serving Dr. O.
Blind old Jefferson, with sounds the courier brought him, created a symphonic counter-frequency that saved Big Mountain from sonic invasion in 2910. If you didn't hear about it, good. It was rumored by the other personalities that he had a brief fling with the light switches. Although he forgot their names much too often and was soon left in the dark as punishment.
Autodoc, always gentle and methodical, kept sewing up the courier in all the right places when the skin split open from repeated wear and tear. The Autodoc was just glad to have purpose again. It heard its simpler brothers and sisters who got shipped to the Sierra Madre were bored out of their skulls in that toxic dead city. In time, the Autodoc found a way to deactivate the Y-17 trauma harnesses, releasing the corpses they had held prisoner for almost 200 years.
As the courier ran through the X8 facility multiple times, the computers analyzed the test subject's movements. Rather than performing a superficial observation, they realized the subject barely knew what communism was, or even what a high school was. This confused them for a time, until the facility finally realized that its research had succeeded. So it let its cyber dogs out into the wastes to help protect small communities from physical aggression rather than communist propaganda.
The infiltration program in X-13 felt spent, having repeatedly upgraded the stealth suit until it could upgrade it no more. It felt warm, fulfilled, and a bit sluggish. It realized not long after the stealth suit had left it without so much as a note on the nightstand. So the infiltration program sent out robo-brains into the wastes, looking for its wayward technology. It eventually found Repcon HQ and set up a new research center, testing and murdering fiends who kept breaking into the facility.
The courier, organs intact, continued onwards, a little less heavy of step, but with all the organs in the right places, as they should be. After all, brains can develop a life of their own when left to their own thoughts, and the courier's brain was more clever than most.
Dr. Klein and the think tank remained alive, unaware of the world outside. They looped through their daily routine, none the wiser about the world beyond, although perhaps wiser was the wrong word. The world outside belonged to the courier, and if anyone would shape it, well, the courier had already called dibs.
There is an expression in the wasteland, old world blues.
It refers to those so obsessed with the past they can't see the present, much less the future, for what it is.
They stare into the what was, eyes like pilot lights, guttering and spent, as the realities of their world continue on around them.
Science is a long, steady progression into the future. What may seem a sudden event often isn't felt for years, even centuries to come.
In the times following the Second Battle of Hoover Dam, however, Old World Blues took on a new meaning.
Where once it was viewed as a form of sadness, nostalgia, it became an expression describing the potential for the future.
It can be easy to see science as evil, technology unchecked as the source of all ills, all misfortunes.
With the courier at the helm, science became a beacon for the future. There was old world blues, and new world hope. And hope ruled the day at Big Mountain.
We could say more, but the stories in the Big Empty speak for themselves. Now armed with the transportal Ponder, the courier could return to the dome at any time and crack open the secrets of the Big Empty one by one. The Sink sat vigilant, waiting for its master to return, shoes covered in Mojave dust. Only one road yet remained, and it was one the courier had to walk alone.
We now have the big brain perk. My brain is back in my body, but some of the advanced technologies remain. Your head still cannot be crippled, but you're only 10% more resistant to addiction now. So no more head crippling at all. Yeah, we're only 10% resistant to addiction now. Surprisingly, your damage threshold has improved by 10%. Nice. You've acquired the Big Mountain Transportal Ponder. It's capable of transporting you, and you alone, between the Mojave Wasteland and Big Mountain. To return to the Mojave, or go back to Big Mountain from the Mojave, simply equip the Transportal Ponder as you would any weapon, pull the trigger, and away you go. Note that it won't work in interiors or in combat situations, and is totally incapable of harming your enemies. And all the personalities are cheering for us. Nice. So yeah, that's the DLC over. Honestly, I didn't expect us to finish this part. I thought we'd still have a little bit left for us to pick up next time, but yeah, that's it. That's it for the DLC. I see why people like it. It's... So I will say one thing, it did get kind of old for me for a little bit. Like, I don't know, I miss Civilization. I miss, like, New Vegas existing and being a place to go, or just like any city at all where people exist. Big Mountain is kind of lonely. I mean, it's got the robots, which are fine, but, like, apart from the people in the think tank, like, the people in the think, they just kind of work for me. There's no independence here. So yeah.
It's not that I want to be a robo brain.
Oh yeah, my plan is to do all other DLCs. Not sure what comes next though. Would it be Honest Hearts maybe? Is Honest Hearts after Old World Blues, like, at least in terms of level requirement or whatnot? I do want to get back to the main story, but that might be after Old World Blue. Well, not old. That might be after we do like one more DLC, I think. Not sure which one it's gonna be though.
While you were out, I spent 6 hours trying to reach a coffee cup on the shelf. When I finally got it down, I was so happy. I cried. I hate my life.
Okay, so Honest Hearts next. Sounds good. Guess that means Honest Hearts is the next thing we're gonna do. Also, I think we're about ready for one of the light switches. Do you still want our science light switch, or do we want to swap to... what was it you could do?
I understand you're to be congratulated on the recovery of your missing organs. Bravo.
Oh yeah, we should talk to all the personalities real quick, just to see what they had to say.
Unlike certain other light switches, I'm competent. I'd just love to turn those lights on for you.
Okay, so she boosts charisma, barter, and speech. Oh heck, we can even turn the lights off if you want.
Wanna push my button? You outbrained the big brains? That is so hot. You bet.
Let's see, charisma, barter, and speech. What? Do both of you have the same
glad to see you've decided.
It suggests Lonesome Road first? Why, though?
Unlike...
Because I just feel... Okay, yeah, no, I'd rather repair the intelligence and repair and science. Yeah, why? Because, like, okay, maybe Lonesome Road has, like, the best rewards or something, but just, like, story-wise, Lonesome Road feels to me like the grand finale of all the DLCs. Because, you know, we've got... Just in Old World Blues, we met... You know, we saw various traces of Ulysses and... What's his face? The guy from the Brotherhood. Father Elijah. Yeah, we saw traces of both of them. But it feels to me like with the DLCs, how it's supposed to go is you're kind of chasing these other two throughout the DLCs. Like, that's how it was with Old World Blues, where we saw traces of them having been here. And then we just follow along, and, you know, I think... Because there's traces of Ulysses in every single DLC, I believe. Like, every single one, Ulysses is just there, having walked the same path that we are now walking. So it just feels... It feels to me like we're supposed to meet Ulysses at the very end of everything. Like, everything is foreshadowing him. Everything's like, he's this guy that exists, and he overlaps with you a lot. Why have you not met him yet? And then we eventually do meet him in the great grand finale, and he explains everything, and is this whole, like, you are the courier who's supposed to bring about the destruction of, like, the entire universe or something. I don't know. I don't know what the whole plot is, but something like that. You know, this is supposed to be the end. We meet Ulysses in the end. Before then, what happens is we talk to, you know, well, yeah, before that is just the whole build-up. If we were to do it the reverse way, it would maybe feel a bit anticlimactic, because it's like you first meet this big guy who's a big grand scheme of things, and you have no idea who he is. Who the hell is this Ulysses guy? What does he think he is? Like, why is he so important or significant or anything? We haven't met anything about him. Like, we didn't know he existed until we started this DLC. And then, you know, we just go through all the various DLCs and see traces of him, and it's just like, oh, it's that guy we met. You know, I feel like it's supposed to be done in the reverse. I feel like Lonesome Road will be the very final DLC, and everything else will just kind of work towards. So in the meantime, yeah, I'd say Honest Hearts goes next. Yeah, we'll do Honest Hearts next. Now, I'm curious... We've still got the field research quest to do. Yeah, we've still got field research, which I kind of want to do. Yeah, I kind of want to do field research, but I don't know. Like I said, I kind of am also just ready for a break from the DLC. What's this saying? Is there literally just the one thing that we had to do? Alright, that's gonna take... That can't be taking too long, can it? It'll take, what, 5 minutes? Maybe 10. We'll do that. Let's equip our weapon. I'm not sure how aggressive Big Mountain's gonna be now that we've finished that up, but probably best to be safe. There's probably still various things that want to kill me. Yep, immediately in danger. Alright. just keep an eye on our surroundings. I think we're fine for now. We just want to pick up whatever is over here, and then we will be back. Don't tell me it's up on top of the cliff. It's probably up on top of the cliff. I also can't see shit because it's nighttime. There's something that wants to kill us. I can hear. I just want to like get up because I'm pretty sure up top is where we have to be. Can I go through here? That's just like some complex. Duffel bags. One that I have not looted yet. Don't think I need doctor's bags. Just because they weigh me down, and I tend to prioritize using stim packs if I have a crippled limb, which I know isn't the most efficient thing to do. Technically, doctor's bag would probably be better. But yeah. Alright, this is definitely not a, like, 5-minute road trip because I'm already lost. Ooh, I need wrenches. Don't need scrap electronics, though. Yeah, it's annoying when games do that. Like, a game will give you a quest marker, and you think, oh, it's right next to this base, and that'll be a short trip, and then it's like, elevation is the thing, right? Yeah, elevation. Doesn't Fallout 4 kind of fix that problem? Where if there is a quest marker, it'll just tell you that you have to like go up or down to get there. Pretty sure that's the thing that Fallout 4 fixed. What is this? Scrap metal. Looks like I maybe have already looted this. In which case... Yeah, we're just back in the canyon again. I don't want to be in the canyon. I'm gonna put away my gun for now, just because there's no sign of whatever enemies are putting me in danger. If I do see them, I will murder them. Seriously, how do I get up there? Hey. Okay, I can fast travel again. I'm going to say... maybe this place? Also, how much longer? Okay, the sun's gonna rise in a little bit. It's only 4 a.m. Ooh, don't get stuck. Ooh, wrench, please. Yes. Oh, have we finally found the things that want to kill us? Well, there we go. And there's gonna be one more. Corrosive glove. Interesting. Does acid damage. Now we just want... oh, hello. Is that just you? I don't really care about you. Nor do I care about the cave fungus. I'm pretty sure it can be used to craft something, right? Just don't know what is the thing, and... Oh, is it like Radaway? I think it might be Radaway. Oh shit, I forgot. I forgot mines are a thing. We're not crippled, are we? Nah, we're fine, and we can just do a Nuka-Cola real quick. Just because we've got a million of those anyway. Might as well. Rock flowers. Okay, I know I need rock flowers for crafting stim packs. Alright, dried yucca fruit. You are annoying. So allow me to kill you. Alright. We good to go? We good to go. Alright, keep picking up some rock flowers, because why not? And Xander root. Yeah, Xander root. Rock flower and Xander root. Those are the two things I need to be able to craft stim packs. Alright. Oh, are we in danger again? Are in danger again. I'll be fine. Hopefully there's not another mine on this pipe. There is not. Good, good. Alright, you, we're gonna have to deal with you just because you're gonna prevent me from fast traveling. Xander root and Brock flowers. Yep, just take all of it. Pretty sure it doesn't weigh anything, right? Xander root. Oh, collecting lots of it. And another one of these. Alright, now I'm going to kill you. Oh, you're right here. Exploded. Awesome. No, I wanted to loot you, but you probably didn't have anything good on you anyway. Alright, we're saved. Alright, let's head back to the sink. Give this guy our seed.
You took care of them brains pretty good, baby. Nice. I love it when you talk like that. Let me just get that interface up and running for you.
Process some seed. There we go. Yeah, it looks like Brock flowers and Xander root are not regenerating. There's gotta be like a time frame that they regenerate though, right? Ooh. How long has this storage cabinet been there? Let's see, stim packs. Can I craft stim packs? I can. I can craft 5. Okay, now... rock flower. Okay, those do have weight. It's not a lot of weight, so I guess we'll keep them. Yeah, let's finish talking to the rest of everyone else. So you
beat the big brains at their own game, huh? Guess you'll be putting your walking shoes on again, hitting that old lonesome road.
Yep, pretty much.
Catch you later, Gator.
Moonlights have more fun.
Muggy.
Please, please, please tell me you stomped Dr. O's brain into a fine paste. Did he squeal? Did he beg? God, I hope he begged. Who's the flatware bitch now, oh?
Yeah.
Sure. Nope.
Muggy is not happy with it though. Alright, so we talked to you.
You're back, and the brains didn't lobotomize you. Well, not any worse at least. Hooray!
Alright.
Come back.
And who else? Literally just
Might I be safe in the assumption that matters with the think tank have been satisfactorily concluded vis-a-vis your residence in this domicile?
Yeah.
Very.
I trust matters regarding your brain were resolved to your satisfaction.
They were.
Well,
actually, you know what? I think I do need healing. Do a physical. There we go. Now. Book shoot.
Greetings, citizen. Ready to receive seditious materials.
What, no comment? You don't have any comment on the fact that I just took on those guys. I guess you only care about one thing, and that's destroying communism. All that's left is Toaster.
with the brains dealt with, soon we can spread our rule across the Mojave. All will eat burned toast in despair.
And there we go. Alright, is there anything else? That's it. We have done everything. Let's drop off the stealth suit as well, because that's definitely weighing us down. No, it's going to be in peril. Yep, don't need the stealth suit. And these, I guess, I'll hang on to for now. My recon armor could use some healing. Does that get fixed with combat armor? Let me just see real quick. No, it does not. Damn. Alright, let's store the combat armor then, I guess. We'll figure out what to do with recon armor. Are there any guns here that I'd like to take with me? I think we're fine. And we're kind of at the point where it's like, you know, well, we can come back here anytime we want, so not really much point in us trying to do that, yeah. Well, I think then, let's see, transportal ponder, look at that, it weighs nothing, perfect. Let's go back to the Mojave. Say goodbye to Big Mountain. Welcome back to the Mojave. That was a... yeah, I had a lot of fun with that DLC. I can see why people enjoy it. It did have great writing. Fun story, great voice acting. And we got a few new toys. Not that. This. The lair. And... oh, what do you mean unequipped? Oh, right, because we got the new one. Hotkey U to the bottom. Yeah, so we got the lair, which is kind of our main weapon. We've got our sidearm. Sonic emitter. And... the K9000, our physical weapon, the one that uses ballistic ammo, in case we ever need that. We don't really need to very often. But yeah, next thing on our list is Honest Hearts. So what's that one gonna be? That's Yes Man. Right, got a lot of quests here. It's gonna be one of the early ones though. The Reunion, yep. This is it, right? Happy Trails. Happy Trails Expeditions. That's what we're gonna do next. I think, yeah, we're just gonna jump straight into another DLC. That'll give us time to finish up 2 of them. It's all the way up there. So yeah, we'll finish up 2 DLCs, Honest Hearts and Old World Blues, and then we'll get back into the main game. And then they'll leave 2 more DLC for us to come back to. So yeah. Well, with that said, I think I'm gonna end it here. And yeah, thank you all so much for coming out. I had a good time. We made a lot of progress. Yeah, and we completed the DLC. A lot earlier than I expected. So yeah. Let's see. Honest Hearts is pretty short. That's good to hear. So yeah, that should be finished in a breeze. So, let's see. Any wrap up? Tomorrow, maybe the day after. Schedule. Look forward to that. As for things to look forward to in the schedule, next week we're gonna be back with Talapo as our Wednesday stream next week, and then we'll swap over to something else the week after. I'm not sure what yet. Might be Magic. Maybe Minecraft. Who knows? It has been a while since I've done Minecraft. And speaking of Minecraft, our Saturday stream with Ian, if you'll remember, Pokemon is now over. We've ended that series. I've completed my first Pokemon game ever. So next series we're going to begin is Fire Emblem 3 Houses, which we're currently... I'm still going to work out with Ian exactly what we're going to do with that, whose channel it's going to be on, yada yada. But before you do that, I think what we're planning on doing is kind of a in the interim between 2 stream series, we're going to do a one-shot. Just like one little episode of us doing a thing that's not part of a series. So we're thinking either we're going to be going back into Minecraft to finish or at least continue working on that castle that we were working on last time, or what we're going to do is maybe build a magic deck, because Ian's been wanting me to help them build some vampires, so that might be something. In fact, that could be great for the whole Morbius sweep, because Morbius is making people like vampires again. Maybe, I don't know. Like, did anyone ever stop liking vampires? That's dumb if they did. But yeah, so let's find someone to raid. I think we're gonna be going for Asakura Yukai, who, by the way, is the one that made my first 5 emotes. So the heart emote that everyone likes, the Haru Hug emote, it was made by her. So yeah, we're gonna go and raid her. And speaking of that emote, here's our raid message, Haru Hugs, which you can copy and paste when we get there. With all that said, thank you all so much for being here. And yeah, bye-bye.